Hi everyone, this is Teacher Jane of Teach Talk, where learning is fun and easy. If this is your first time watching our videos, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell button so you'll get notified on our next videos. Welcome to Science Amazing! Kung saan pag-uusapan natin ang science concepts from grade 7 to grade 12. From general science, biology, chemistry, physics, and earth science. At dito, bida ang agham. Kung naaalala nyo or napanood nyo na yung last video natin, we talk about matter. And in this video, pag-uusapan naman natin ang tungkol sa properties of matter. Some of the properties of matter are density, melting point, boiling point, thermal conductivity, electrical conductivity, malleability, and ductility. Let's start with density. Between a styrofoam ball and a piece of metal, which do you think is heavier? The heavier piece would be the piece of metal. Even though it is small, it is still heavier because it has greater density compared to the lighter styro ball. Ano ba yung density? Density is the amount of substance per volume of an object. It is dependent on the size and arrangement of the atoms in a substance. Paano ba nakukuha yung density ng isang object? Simple. We just use the formula D equals M over V, where D is density, M is mass, and V is volume. Lahat ng object ay merong specific density. Let's have a trivia! Nasubukan nyo na bang ihalo ang mantika at tubig? Susubukan natin ngayon. Ilalagay ko na ang mantika. Experiment natin, napansin natin na ang water ay nasa baba at ang oil ay nasa taas. Bakit nga ba nasa baba ang water at nasa taas ang oil? This is because of the differences in density between these two substances. Ang water ay nasa baba at ang oil ay nasa taas. Bakit nasa taas ang oil? Because it is less dense o mas kaunti ang kanyang mass to volume ratio. At nasa baba ang water because it is more dense or denser. When an object is denser o mas dense siya compared to another object, it will go at the bottom or it will sink, while the lesser dense will float or will stay on top. Baka matanong nyo, bakit ang isang piece of metal ay nagsisink once inilagay sa tubig, pero ang isang boat which is made of the same metal ay nagfo-float just like ship? The key here is buoyancy. How does science explain buoyant force? Archimedes' principle. Archimedes' principle states that an object in a fluid experiences a buoyant force which is equal to the weight of the fluid it displaces o kung ano yung pinapalitan niya. In simpler terms, buoyant force is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced o pinalitan. We will go in depth in our discussion about buoyancy in our next videos. But for now, that in buoyancy, when the weight of an object is greater than the buoyant force, the object will sink. When the weight of the object is equal to the buoyant force, the object will neither sink or float, but will stay somewhere in the middle, just like yung mga isda, nasa gitna sila. And when the weight is less than the buoyant force, the object will float. Let's proceed to our next property. This property is common to cookwares, electrical wirings, and microchips in our computer. This property is thermal and electrical conductivity. In our cookware, metals such as aluminum and steel is commonly used kasi mabilis siyang nagko-conduct ng heat papunta sa food para mabilis maluto ang pagkain. Naman, sa ating mga appliances, is commonly made up of copper and aluminum because these metals are good conductors of electricity at mabilis ang flow ang electricity from the source to our homes. Also exhibited by the microchips in our computers. Gold in our microchips is a good conductor of electricity and it resists rusting or corrosion para hindi madaling masira ang computers natin. Our next property is malleability is the ability or characteristic of a matter to be pounded and shaped into very thin sheets without breaking o hindi siya nasisira. Where can we commonly see this property? We can see this in jewelries, aluminum foil, and galvanized roof o sa mga bubong. Dahil malleable o pwede siyang i-shape into different shapes, these metals are used. Kung mas malleable ang metal, mas marami siyang magiging uses for us. Ductility is the capacity of a metal to be stretched and shaped into wires or threads. It changes shape kung sinistretch siya, and it does not go back to its original shape. Halimbawa nito ay ang copper at aluminum sa mga wires. It is very ductile because it can be shaped into small wires or thin wires. Plus, high pa ang kanyang electrical conductivity. That's why it is ideal to use copper and aluminum in our electrical wirings. Quiz time! I will give you 5 items that you will answer within 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, isi-check natin kung correct ang answers nyo. Are you ready? Sige, let's start. Let's check if your answers are correct. Number 1. It is the property of metals to be stretched into wires and threads. The key word here is simply the word wires or threads. The correct answer is ductility. Example of metals exhibiting this property are copper and aluminum. Number 2. It is the property to effectively conduct heat and electricity. Okay, that one's easy. The key word is to conduct heat and electricity. The answer is conductivity. Examples are gold, copper, aluminum, those metals. Number 3. A property to be pounded into sheets without breaking. Example of these materials are gold and silver used for jewelry. The answer is malleability. Number 4. It is the ratio of mass to volume, m/v, of a substance. The answer is density. Last number. It is equal to the weight an object displaces in a fluid, o kung ano yung tinitake na weight ng object sa isang fluid. The answer is buoyant force. Okay, if you got 5 over 5, congratulations. And I want to know your scores, so please comment it down para ma-check namin if you really learned something from our video. That ends our Sciencia Amazing episode. We hope that you've learned something from our video. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your friends so that we can learn together. Bye!